This video isn't really going to be edited. It's just going to be me explaining why the Wanderer's Crest is just so amazing in every single stage of the game. Many people believe that this crest isn't good until you get like Long Claw, or that it has a major range weakness, which just isn't true, because if you came from the short I posted, you already know, but if you haven't, I'll throw up a clip that shows my explanation, or like what I was talking about. Cut swiftly and nimbly with short, precise strikes. Short. That's not looking short. But it's the same range, if not longer. So it is, the only difference is how thin the hitbox is, which the hitbox is thinner. I've tested that it is thinner. But usually for a lot of like, so that means that you have a real disadvantage against enemies who are diagonally like above you, like this bell over here. But in reality, you never really want to be fighting the aerial enemies like this. Like, there's no enemy where it's like, oh man, I really wish I had so-and-so to fight this better. Because not only does Reaper as well struggle with fighting, Reaper and Hunter, like every single one, really struggle with hitting these. Maybe not Reaper. Wait, maybe I'm lying. But with Reaper has its own problems, okay? Which is why I don't think it's that good. Like, even if, again, there's not many situations where you actually want to be in this position against aerial units. You either want to be directly under them or pogoing off them. You never really, or again, be at the same, like, height as them hitting forward. There's never really a position where you want to be under them doing this. So it's like, you could say, oh, but the Reaper can do that, but it's very situationally good, and it's not really actually a weakness. If you use this, like, more, and you start learning how to use it, you start to realize that there's a reason why the Hollow Knight moveset, like the original moveset, is still so amazing. So with the Wanderer's Crest, you can, obviously, you attack faster, okay? And there isn't a range debuff, so you just attack faster than every single Act 1 rune, which increases your DPS by an insane amount. Especially with how many of the Act 1 bosses that you get extended, like, punishes off them. Like, they all have the, like, you know, if you played Elden Ring, the stance meter or something, where they get stunned and they just let you wail on them. This punishes them completely. You will melt bosses because of that mechanic. And this still applies to later bosses, but for Act 1, it is very apparent. It is amazing. You will genuinely melt every single boss in the game. But not only that, but because you are hitting the boss more, you are getting more silk per punish on the boss. Which then in turn allows you to either heal more or throw out more spells for more damage. So it's a feedback loop in either letting you be more tanky because you are able to heal more, which healing is very powerful in this game, by the way. It is incredibly broken. I'll be posting a build on like that just completely abuses this mechanic. But like the ability to just heal anywhere you want, unlike in Hollow Knight where you had to be grounded, it is amazing. And healing 4 bars at once with the multi-bind, amazing. It is so amazing. But yeah. With those, like, just allowing you to get more silk, then in turn makes you more tanky and do more damage than the other runes anyway. Because to take advantage of the Reaper's ability... Oh, wait, hold up. I need to get on the bench real quick. To take advantage of the Reaper's ability, you need to not take damage and hit them. You know what I mean? But not only hit them, but collect the orbs afterwards. Wait, let me see if I can show that. Which, unlike the Hunter's Mark, where you get it immediately after you hit them, with the Reaper, again, you need to not get hit and then collect them. Which, if you aren't realizing, that's very ineffective, especially in a boss fight, where maneuvering around the boss to get orbs can likely just punish you more than you actually gain. Especially because we get one orb out here. They only give you a portion of a silk meter. It isn't even a full silk meter. So each orb that it spawns isn't even a full silk bar. It's so weird how they do that. So again, you have to not take damage and you have to collect the silk afterwards. So the Wanderer's Mark, being able to hit the boss or enemy, any type of enemy more, just allows you to get more silk faster. So it becomes a better silk harvester than Reaper. And again, Hunter is just the basic one. It is just normal. It is normal and it has a worse plunge attack, which is very committal. Oh! And Reaper has a very, this is what I was going to talk about, has a very committal down attack, like a down pogo. This is, like, I am pushing back whenever I do this. I've seen so many people try to use this and get hit. It is terrible. You may be able to cheese a lot of pogo, like, puzzles and, like, platforming puzzles with it, but it's just not a good attack. Even if it's, like, really large and kind of forgiving, it's also unforgiving in the way it leaves you in the air if you miss. And even if you do hit it, and you could do the exact same thing with Wanderer and have no lag, no compromise on your maneuverability. This is just, you can genuinely just do this. Like, it is so easy. Same thing with something like the Beast. I think you can get this in Act 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. This might not be, like, completely accurate. I do think, like, the Beast, I'm not gonna, like, rate too hard because, like, I think there is really good potential, but I just haven't used it, so, but I know for a fact that Wanderer is better than it, just because of the moveset and the down pogo. You will use down pogo so much that having this that makes you have to trade with the boss, I have used enough to know that like, if a boss attacks while you do this, it can be really bad, especially if you're higher in the air. Like, there's no wall jump here, but if you wall jump and then do it, that, like, the hitbox around you will, will just get removed because, it's been active for too long. So you'll just get hit with the hitbox when the hitbox isn't there. So, like, just not having access to a straight down pogo and having to do this already just makes it worse, especially for exploration. Like, Wanderers is not only good in boss fights, but just exploring the map, it is amazing. Like, you will never have trouble with platforming ever again, especially if you played Hollow Knight. Like, if you're having a skill issue for platforming, just swap to Wanderers. This is accessible. Very, like, the only bar to get this is the 500 Geo for the simple key. And getting to Wormways. Which is those two things are very easy to do. So, yeah. Like, this, it's just amazing. It's simply just like, the thing is that, like, purely because there's actually no range increase, people are placeboed into thinking that it's bad. Like, oh, it says this is shorter. So people just assume it's shorter. I don't know, because, like, you're forced to use it, but people just assume, oh, it's shorter range, and then go back to the Hunter's Mark, which is the same range. So you are actively harming yourself by not using this. You were just losing out on DPS and making the game harder for yourself. And also making exploration harder. Just because you got lied to in the description of the ability saying that it's short range. That's genuinely... Like, I don't know why they put short in it when it's not shorter. But, yeah, it's not shorter at all. It's the same length as Hunter's Mark. So, I'll be making a video on the build I use, like, right now. Like, you can just see it right now. But this is, like, you know, end of the game. But you can get basically all of these by the beginning of Act 2, which I'll be showing how to do that. Like, you can finish what I have right now by the end of Act 2. It is fucking crazy. So, stay tuned for that, subscribe. That's really all I wanted to talk about. It's just, people are sleeping on this for the entirety of the game. Like, I know people accept that this Crest is good, like, at the end of the game, because it is. But, because of this false perception that it's short range, they think that it's worse. And at the beginning and middle of the game. Which, again, is just simply not true. It is amazing in every single stage of the game. It outclasses every single crest. It's not even close. It's not even close. Alright, yeah. Subscribe, stay tuned, I guess, and, see ya. I forgot to mention this, but also because you attack so much, you end up in situations where you accidentally deflect an attack because you're just spamming the attack button, which gives you invincibility frames, which can, again, allow you to hit the boss way more times than you should, or let you get away with way more things than you should, which should be seen in these examples I'm showing. I should be able to find more, but like these are the ones I can find, like short notice that I know I recorded. I hate these. Wow, I got rid of all my fucking silk. That is so bad. Alright. Ow. I actually fucking beat it like that, bro. That's AIDS, bro. Learning the boss pattern? No. I'm a Wanderer player. Holy shit. Oh my god. You don't have to fight that shit before the boss. I've never been so happy to see a fucking shortcut. Oh, I saw that. My fucking smile dropped from my face. Thank fucking Christ. Holy shit. Heck, both of my fucking procs were on that. What the fuck? He landed on me. Okay, you just get close enough to him, and you don't get hit by that. Let's just see how much he just lets me fucking abuse him. Whoops. Dude, why the fuck did I go over there? On his fucking first stride. Okay, so he was. You're just a complete useless fuck. You're the outcast. Yeah. That's just fucking OP as fuck. Oh, you did not like that shit, bro. He did not like that shit, huh?